Oh, yeah. Reading that beautiful letter of yours?
Yeah.
It's a nice one for sure. Must have meant a lot.
Yeah, no, it seriously does. It's crazy. Like you don't even know how much you miss people.
No, I know. Hey, until you get that reminder.
I know.
It's wild.
I know. Like even see my mom, my sister. I was like, holy.
That must have been nice.
I know. I was like, my sister. I don't remember what she sounded like.
It was so cute.
Did you hear it?
Oh,
Did you hear it clearly?
Yeah. Oh, it was perfect.
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah, it was really cute.
She's like, nice. You're the real big
She sounds really, really cute.
Yeah, she's so cute.
You're the best big brother.
Oh, my God.
That's cute.
Oh, well.
So, you got a decision to make, obviously, to put two people up.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know Tera's going up. Not sure if you've decided on who's going up next door. But the likelihood of me winning a POV, if you're concerned about me winning a POV and pulling Tera down, that wouldn't be the case. Because number one, the likelihood of me actually winning it is slim to none compared to Braden. If anybody's got a better shot of winning the POV, it's going to be Braden. He's been like top 3, if not top 2, in every competition he's been in.
Right.
So that's my argument there in terms of putting Braden up alongside of her. Because in the event that he gets hauled down, then I go up. I'm not sure where your head's at in terms of like who's going home yet. I'm assuming it's Tera, but it also gives you the option to, if both of them stay up on the block, one over the other.
Right.
Say, for instance, there's a change of mind or whatever. At least then the option is still there. Whereas if I'm sitting next to her, it's guaranteed. Right. Unless you plan on getting rid of a sunsetter.
Yeah, no. Honestly, like, yeah, man. I mean, it's been the same since the beginning. Like, and my mind has not changed. Like, I want 5 sunsetters in the final 5. So obviously, you're included in that.
Yeah.
When it comes to just kind of my conversation with Tera, it's just like the one thing I didn't enjoy about it was that, you know, she gave us her word last week that she wouldn't put us up if she won this week and all that stuff like that. And she kind of just told me that, like, she would have put us up if she won.
And just for the record, I did not know about that.
No, I know.
Because that trickled back to me, and I was actually floored. So just for the record, I didn't know about it.
No, I wouldn't ever think you'd have, like, a hand in it or anything. It just makes me think that she's more of, like, a wild card than I thought.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you and Keith are close with her, but, like, I'm not too sure the influence that you could have on her in that situation. Just because, like, the way she was talking, she's like, you know what, like, I know I'm not winning this game, so why wouldn't I just get one of you guys out just cause?
And no, I totally understand that. I get that.
So I'm just like, okay, well, I don't really like that kind of wild card in the game just because you never know. She just wants to shoot a shot, and then because she doesn't care if she goes home.
Yeah.
So it's like a dangerous.
No, and I get that. Yeah.
So that's why she's going to be on the block. I told her it doesn't necessarily mean she's going home for sure. There are other people in the game, and there's other options. The reason why I think I would like you to go on the block is because of the potential backdoor option, and I wouldn't want to put you on the block so you could be there on eviction day. I don't want you to be on the block on eviction day. I would rather one of the sunsetters win, take you down, and have the option to put someone up that would for sure go home.
But would I actually come down?
Yes. Especially if Kiefer won, Ty won, if Beth won.
Okay.
I see it as a situation where you would come off the block.
Okay.
And they've all communicated that with me.
Okay.
So that is like what I would feel most comfortable with.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that I come down.
Yes, you have the numbers, and at the end of the day, if Tera wins the veto, I would put someone beside you that would go home for sure. Okay. So it's like, it's really like you're not going home this week.
All right.
It's just at a point where it's like, if I do want a bigger target out, I can't put them right up.
No, and I get that.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, like they have potential to win.
Absolutely.
You know, and I think you know what I'm talking about. So
Big K.
Yeah, and it's just like optically.
And again, that's between you and I.
Oh, absolutely.
I certainly won't say
I know you
anything.
won't tell anybody that, which is like why I feel comfortable telling you that.
Yeah.
And just like visually, people still don't know that we're even working together.
Absolutely not.
So it's like they'd be like, "Why are you keeping Tina off the block? Like, why are you keeping her safe?" Because it seems like the play. You know what I mean? And I don't want to expose what we have. So I can guarantee you that we have all the numbers.
Okay.
If you are there beside Tera on eviction day, Tera is going home. If Tera takes herself down, I will put someone on the block that will go home. And if you take yourself off, I'll just put someone on the block that could also go home. But it could go either way in that situation.
Okay.
But all I know is that if you're up there, you're beside someone that's going home. And we have all the numbers to do it. We only need 3 votes this week, I think.
Yeah.
So Beth, Ty, Keith. You know what I mean? So we control everything.
And I've trusted you guys right up to this point, so...
Yeah, exactly. Like, we never... I know that you've never, like, made any attempts to come after us. We've never once said your name, like,
no. And I've never said your names.
Exactly.
I've been in rooms where people have casually conversed about it, but I've never said your names whatsoever.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, I think that we're all very loyal to each other, and the final 5 setter thing, I think, is 100% possible.
Yeah.
And there's literally just 2 moves that need to be made. I mean, I think we talked before about, like, you knew that Tera would have to go at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
To make that a thing.
Yeah.
And I know that after my conversation with you over the last couple of days that you're comfortable with that happening eventually, because I mean you've played the whole game together.
Yep.
But it gets to a point where it's like it's an individual game.
Yep.
And like
at the end of the day, we all talked about a final 5.
Right.
Final 6, but final 5 to this point now.
Final 5 for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I appreciate like our conversation just because I know that I see that you're like loyal to the setters. Like you've always communicated like when Tera's time to go, I'll be okay with it.
Yep.
And that's good to hear. I mean,
obviously, I'd like to keep her in the house as long as possible.
Yes, as long as possible.
You know,
but in that scenario, like as you can see, the numbers have dwindled.
Yeah.
So it's like it's pretty much us, and then like 2 other people.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's at the point where it's like this is like the only move we can really make right now.
Yeah. The only thing I would argue in terms of Tera versus Braden is the whole competitor in Braden.
Yep.
At any given point, he's going to pull out a win.
He will.
He's going to pull out a win probably a lot sooner than myself or Tera are going to pull out a win.
Right.
Which is kind of a little bit unnerving because that could prevent the final 5 from becoming a final 5.
Right.
That's my only concern there.
Yeah.
And I do want us to be all final 5.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, my only thing, my thing between the 2 of them is I know that Braden's a stronger competitor.
Yeah.
But at least I kind of know where his head's at, whereas I don't, like with Tera, like I really just don't. So like in the event that we do have a chance, and she wins, I know for a fact, like she already told me, like me, Ty, and Beth would be on the block. Like she told me that.
Right.
Yeah, she told me straight to my face.
Okay, I did not know that.
So like she's like,
okay, so
she literally told me.
I get your
You know what I mean?
concern. Yeah.
So just like, okay, like I'm happy she's straight shooting with me.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, hearing that just makes me upset because she did give us her word.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And
no,
like
I hear you.
I thought her word was everything in this game. But then like she said her back was up against the wall and she had to say that.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's a game, it's fair, but like I just thought her specifically was all about her word.
Yeah, no,
so
I get
it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, and I know it rubbed like Ty and Beth the wrong way as well. So they're pretty upset with her. So like that, just like she has to be on the block, like just for that reason.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
I mean?
I get that. Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, like if she does go home, that's just one less person that has literally said that she would put us all on the block.
Yeah.
And like those are the kind of people we can have in here at this time.
Yeah,
because
no,
we're trying to
it.
get to a goal, right? Like.
Yeah.
And I understand like you guys are super tight, but it's just like there's only 2 more players left until we have the final 5.
No, and I get that. You know that. I've been saying that since day 1 of it all. It's like when the time comes, the time comes.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. And then like whichever one of them does go, we'll be in a situation next week where it is that like 5 versus 1 situation. Like we have to do what we have to do to get that person out.
Yeah.
And like really solidify what we wanted to do since the beginning. So to me, it's like I'm pretty indifferent about it.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not one of us, like I don't really care.
I just want to see where your head was at in terms of like, you know, just want to make sure that that's the case, right?
Yeah. No,
and,
I'm loyal to the soil. Like, everyone knows that. Like even Tera said, like I know that you would never put me above one of the people in your alliance, but she doesn't know about you. She thinks it's a 4. So yeah, which is just like really funny, like because I know that way I know that you've never said anything. So I'm just like, wow, okay, Tina's like this.
I told you.
I know, I love it. It's actually insane. I'm like, you guys spend so much time together, but like it never slipped. I'm like, wow, that is
Not once.
impressive.
Not once,
it's actually
man.
very impressive.
Yeah. I mean, you know, she's down there in the kitchen. She's talking about the 4 and all that. And
Yeah.
like, I feel bad. But
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's gonna be a huge shock.
I know.
But it's also
like,
just funny.
Please
Like,
don't hate me after.
Yeah, I know. I think she'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, either one. Like, I'm pretty indifferent. But at the end of the day, it's just like you're not going home. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a non-sunsetter that goes this week,
Okay.
depending on who it is. I think once we come together and decide who is better for us, who
Yeah, as a
betters
group.
our chances of getting to the 5.
Yep.
We can make a move because the veto will be won, and I mean everyone's pretty much playing in it except for one person and me.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah. The veto is going to dictate who should
exactly,
go anyways,
and that's
because,
exactly what I kind of like. That's what we said with Ro and Vic. We're like, okay, we'll just see what happens with the veto. If Ro takes himself down, then we'll probably put up Vic. If he doesn't, then he'll go. So it's gonna come down.
It's gonna
to
be the same type of scenario.
Right. So if it's like we'll have to make a decision together.
Yeah.
So if it's like, say Kiefer wins the veto, he can take you down and then put up Braden, or if we want to just like not ruffle feathers and like depending if we want to send Tera home, then we'll just probably leave it. And then,
I mean, I'd prefer not to be sitting on the
at
block
all?
come
Okay.
eviction night, if at all possible.
okay, so then we could just put Braden.
Yeah.
And then
you know, you can tell
you
him
can
that
just
he's a
choose.
pawn type
yeah,
thing,
exactly.
right?
Okay, yes, because he is very calm sitting on the block.
Yep.
So that's okay. And then if we do end up saying we want him to go, then we have the power to do that.
Yeah.
And then that's just like a discussion we can have. But I'm pretty confident that one of us will win the veto.
Yeah.
So we can make a decision and then use it and decide which one we want to go home.
Yeah. No, that
at
sounds
point.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
So
good to me.
at the end of the day, like we have all the numbers and you just kind of got to trust that we're good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, could be fun. Could
No,
be,
it works.
yeah.
Get to the 5 then and
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That's the intention, and I think that will be like one of the best alliances ever. If we all get to the 5.
Oh my God, can you
That'd
imagine?
be unreal.
Sounds good.
But yeah, as long as I just feel comfortable and should be good to go.
Well, you know me, I'm cool and chill.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it is what it is,
Coolest and
right?
chillest person here, I swear to God.
Thanks a lot, Jim.
Okay, yeah. I'll
See you
talk to you soon.